What's up crew, it's King here, and we're gonna do an analysis of what happened game I made a while ago. So, here's me with the Vikings, and we have Raiden on the flank as the Franks, and the other flank, Wick as the Huns. So, not a bad composition, right? Uh, I just happen to be on the pocket because our teams were random. So Hans and Franks have a good bonus, with the Hans team bonus being uh, stables are will work faster. So imagine if that pairs up with the Franks chivalry, that would work wonders, you know. So never mind what I'm doing here. I'm gonna tell what I'm gonna do later. So we have Saibru as the Chinese in the flank, and their pocket will be Omen as the Byzantines, and Seabox as the Turks. So Turks are pretty much an underrated civ because their scout rush is so good actually. Then when you get to Castle Age, their armored light cabs are pretty much dangerous in the early Castle Age. So I expect a scout rush is gonna happen unless Vic's gonna wall. Meanwhile, Omen is the Byzantines, cheaper trash units, but decent gold army as well. And Cyber's the Chinese. This is, if not the hardest civ to master, because I need to micro every drop, every food drop. Yes, that's what we're seeing here. And you always want to do 7 villagers on food in the start instead of 6, instead of the usual 6, 5 with visions. So we have your Raiden as Frank's opponent, as Cyber's opponent. Normally I'd pick Chinese as the better civ in 1v1, but Chinese is still pretty hard to master, and you'll always have to be on point with Chinese in my opinion if you want to play them well. So Raider's gonna lure his first boar. He needs to get his villager down. It's gonna be dangerous with a hit advantage. And lucky for me, my wood line is pretty close. And unlucky for Seabox, his wood line is a bit small here. And there's another small patch here. You should want to go for the wood line at the center, but you have to make do. And I think this mill is not the best position. Wanna stick it to the fruit bushes, because fruit bushes aren't pretty much, they're 125, unlike the gold piles which is they're at 100. So you need to place your mining camps one tile away always, because the gold mines are 800, and it should take them a while before they get depleted. So the mill isn't close enough, but it's kind of close enough, but it's just for 1 and 2 fruit bushes, but the other else they'll have to travel, and it takes some precious time. Yes, 6 on forest bushes. I'm assuming he hasn't found his boar yet. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see his point of view here. Yeah, he hasn't found his boar. Hasn't found his other sheep either. So he has to make do with his forest bushes on 6. And this is very unlucky for him because the boar is here, the other sheep are here, and there's a few there here. I wonder where's the other boar though.
Efendim. Evet.
And now he's sending a villager to explore. Now he's found his boar, and they'll have to get back. It's quite a bad timing there. Meanwhile, Cyber on the flank has done pretty much well, and it's another bad timing as well. Could have took the goat here, while they're at it, and send the weak villagers for the goat, while the healthy others will hunt the wild boar. So it's gonna be quite late. Seabox is already on loom. Yeah. But he's up. He's up to feudal age. And I got there faster to feudal age, I guess. Meanwhile, let's go to Cyber's point of view. I spotted him pretty early. So I'm looking to rush him first before he completes his wall. So I'll lay my sheep here. It's not my usual behavior, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do because they're pretty strong, you know. The three of them are pretty strong, and I really think they underestimate my ability, and I'm not I'm far from being a good player as well, but I just grind hard. That's all. So I get to the feudal age first, and Seabox gonna be first. So they're expecting now that I'm gonna do a scout rush, and I think I'm gonna distract someone here. Yeah, I'm here to annoy Cyber here with the walls or the economy, and Raiden's a bit late to the feudal age though. 11 minutes in and you're not feudal is it's a bad sign. And I pick a villager here. Villager snipe. And there's a hole. Of course there's always a hole. And I try to challenge scout cavalry of Cyber here because Dark Age cavalry, you see Cyber is still in the Dark Age. Dark Age scouts are really weaker than the Feudal Age scout cavalry here. You see my scout has 5 attack and his scout cavalry has 3. So this is the difference between the Dark Age and the Dark Age and the Feudal Age scouts. I happened to stumble upon this scout cavalry. I should have ignored them and go for the villagers. That way I can force some idle time. But there's always a hole. I'm guessing he doesn't see the hole because of this. This I don't know what this called. Something like a dry bush or dry wheat, something. Now I aim to go for a scout rush. My scout's gonna die here, but I'm gonna safely send the other 2 to Cyber's base. My micro isn't on point. Oh, I actually managed to kill the scout, I don't remember. Getting quite forgetful. This is the one. My scout's gonna die. Yeah, it's pretty late for me to micro that. But I'm gonna send my scouts in because of that. A little bit of idle time for me. So let's see what's going on here in Wick's. Oh, Wick actually walled a sneaky stable. That's actually awesome. And this villager is actually there as well, so you're forcing idle time in one villager, which should be a lot. Pretty quick, pretty painful, to say the least. Meanwhile, Omen has a far wood. I'm guessing that's his second wood line. And he has 8. Yeah, he has 8 on. He's 8 on wood. And he's up to castle age. I'm guessing because he's pretty confident that his flanks will be okay, but there's always a hole. And I made the most out of it. And good job for Cyber to decide on running away with the villagers because the scouts are pretty stronger even without any upgrades. So I went to annoy more of his economy. Meanwhile, Raiden's gonna come as well. I told him to destroy the wall, so we'll get in. And one of my scouts is gonna die, yeah. So I'm looking forward to destroy the wall. And there's some idle time already. I'm looking forward to destroy this wall, but there's still a hole. And we're gonna contest that. He's gonna safely build a wall, but he's gonna lose more villagers than he should have. Yeah, we killed 3 villagers. I'm blocking the 3rd villager. And the 4th villager's gonna run. What I'm gonna do is to destroy this wall here. Meanwhile, Seabox and Wick have a palisade standoff here. They're gonna wall each other. Meanwhile, his scouts are stuck. And he's trying to destroy this wall, which I think will get Wick's attention later on. I think he's gonna wall that. Yeah, he's gonna wall that. You see the wall changing? That's a wall right there. He's building a wall, I mean. Yeah, there's no way. There's no chance. They're stuck there forever. He's gonna waste his resources on 5 scouts. That's 400 food wasted already. Yeah, for me I would have destroyed the stable. Not the best solution, but it's only you can do. It's the only thing you can do, right? So Cybru is here is we forced off most of Cybru's economy, so I decided to go on Omen. And Omen, oh, that's some sheep. Okay. So I decided to go to Omen because we had we forced Cybru already, most of his economy, and Omen's pretty undisturbed with his economy, so I'm looking to just annoy his economy there. And that also goes on the mental aspect because there's gonna be 2 players raiding him, so mentally that's not good. Even if there are just 5 scouts here, there's still 2 players and the micro is better, so it's pretty much annoying. And it's gonna be quite demoralizing when you see 2 players even with low few units attacking you. And that's gonna be annoying. So I continue to annoy most of Omen's economy there. But that's pretty much it. Now I'm moving into C-Box because I saw that C-Box is the highest rated player here. So I'm looking to deal a little bit of damage. Also, I'm up to Castle Age. What I'm gonna do is I made a decision to go triple stable and 1 TC to continue pumping my units out, but I'm housed. That should never happen. Don't do what I did, guys. So triple stable, 1 TC. Pretty much an all-in, a little bit of an all-in strategy. So you gotta keep your knights pumping, and I have quite the economy to back it up. I have floating gold and some food to support the stable production. And since I'm in a castle, I am the Viking player, the hand cart is free. So I get resources more, I get resources quicker. But that works for me. That works perfectly for the Viking player, even with a free stable 1 TC build. I think some of my units are gonna get stuck here for some reason. And now I forced Seabucks out of his wood line. That's his only wood line actually. Oh, that's bad. He's gonna build a town center, but what's his wood? Oh, he has floating wood, so he'll be fine. But You don't want to have your wood line only one, right? You want to look for more wood lines like here. Not the best because it's still a small wood patch. Maybe here will do, or here. And if you secure this anyway, you're gonna have a lot to. Wait, that's why I'm missing sheep. 3 of them are here. Oh, okay, that's bad. At least I did well. So Cybrus gonna protect Omen, while his base is pretty much secure, but we still try to destroy and force him off his economy. So I'm gonna go here and cause a little bit of chaos in his economy. So he'll send his knights back. Then I'll go back to Omen and force off some of his economy. Good thing is that he made town centers to protect most of his resources, but nonetheless, so many knights marching down on you is not the best thing you want to see. And I haven't went in patrol, but that's part of the plan. I want to lure them out of the base so I can destroy them. We're pretty on par with the upgrades, yeah. I didn't have bloodlines because I'm Vikings. Yeah, and my knight is stuck there for some reason. And it's got camels, which is not the best for me. Raiden is also to encapsulate, so he's gonna start bumping up his knights, which I think it's okay. I told him to go to siege here because my plan was to annoy the 3 players here, the other 2 I mean. So Raiden has to go siege to do something big with his flank. Meanwhile, I'm looking forward to attack Omen and the other flank. I think by now Wick is gonna have a little bit of trouble here. He's made a cavalry archer build, which I don't know what his economy was. He has an okay economy, but I think this is a little bit few because I think he made TCs. Usually I recommend if you're going for cavalry archers because they fire quite a bit slow. You wanna pump out more cavalry archers, like I would have done an archer range before a TC and a university before a monastery, so they'll have ballistics. Not only that they fire slow, they're still gonna miss because there's no university. And now it's built a university here, yeah. And he's not able to do ballistics. That's the first thing you want to do after pumping your cavalry archers. It's gonna take the fight here. Meanwhile, we're destroying Cyber's base and mine. I'm also laying waste to Omen. I think I'm gonna come here when C-Box attacks. This is not the best engagement as well, because he prioritized getting for monks versus a Turkish player, which is not the best solution. So Rick here is gonna struggle a bit, so I come over to C-Box's economy again, and it doesn't have much on wood. There's one here, protected by a town center, but the wood line here is gonna expire now. So now he sees that my knights are coming here, and that pretty much disrupts him. Yeah. So he's gonna send the reinforcements here towards my knights. So I got his attention already. Now Radiant's gonna do the same as well to Omen, because at the moment we're laying waste. He's laying waste on Cyber's economy, which is okay. He's doing well. Meanwhile, my knights are just ready here to being idle. But they're ready. And now he's gonna call the GG. But I think it's gonna go for a while here because I think, yeah, I was about to say that Rick is Rick built a defensive castle, and they're not gonna do much damage anymore because my knights are coming. We're all over the place, and the GG has been called. Raiden coming here, I'm coming here, and we're just laying waste to what remains of Cyber there. So my breakdown here, I mean my takeaway here is that Raiden did well. With his early push with the scouts, and I'm glad he came over with me as well to Omen. I think we didn't even talk about it. I think we had the same idea to go to Omen anyway, since we've disrupted most of Cyber's economy there. So good job, good awareness by Raiden, and I hope he improves more of his awareness. Meanwhile, Wick also did well with defending against a strong player like C-Box. C-Box is also a TAW member, so this is a game of between TAW members. What I'd recommend though is that when going for a Cav Archer build order, you don't wanna pump up town centers immediately. I say go for three archer ranges, just like how I did here with 3 stables and 1 TC. So this is pretty recent. I built TC pretty recently, but the same goes as when you're going for capital archers. You have to make a decision. Either you go to you have to go 2 archer ranges, then TCs, or 3 of them, university, ballistics, and staying on 1 TC. But in this case, knights are already stronger than cavalry archers. They're tougher. They're hard to kill. They're harder to kill. They're pretty thick because of their armor and HP. Meanwhile, cavalry archers don't. They have 0 armor, and they only get armor through upgrades. So I recommend doing the TC, doing the archer ranges first. So 3 archer ranges, 1 university, ballistics, then you're good to go. And you had stables anyway, so you can have bloodlines as well and passwordry. So you'll have your cavalry archers faster and some light cavalry on the side. So good composition here for Wick nonetheless. He defended really well. I don't think he would have needed my help anyway, because first of all, this was a great discovery, you know. 5 light cavalry scouts wasted in the feudal age, so that's 400 food, and 175 wood wasted because he was walled in. So props to Wick there for defending really well in my absence here, because I was along with Raiden here. But then when I saw Wick struggling, I had my knights camp here, ready to go and patrol towards whatever C-Box is gonna send, while I'm attacking his economy and disrupting his economy, forcing some idle time. So he'll be forced to send his reinforcements towards his base and pretty much force much idle time. So he'll be disrupted, and Wick will have enough time to recover. So Cybru did pretty well as well. I think he only missed this hole. Yeah, he only missed this hole. That's the disaster right there. because he walled in pretty, I mean, early enough. He walled in early enough, but he missed this hole. So I went in, Raiden went in, then I proceeded to destroy this wall. So, and Raiden took advantage of it. He sent a villager to secure this. So we almost had no problems after this one hole here uh, got exploited because I sent some scouts here to destroy the wall along with Raiden and my other scouts. So uh, more attackers means the palisade walls are gonna be destroyed quicker. Meanwhile, Omen, I think Omen was pretty confident, which it's pretty understandable. You know, it's pretty much understandable. Uh, the only thing the only thing is that this hole was the big factor to everything, the big key to everything, and because Omen was so committed to booming, he was pretty late with sending his army. He had a lot of monks as well. That's pretty scary. In my opinion, that's pretty scary. And he has some knights. I think they were converted, if I'm mistaken. They were converted, and some barracks to build trash units, which would have effectively uh, hold off Raiden and my knights. But of course, I'm not gonna let that happen. So I would have gone somewhere and attacked someone like C-Box and maybe disrupt this economy on the side. Then camp my knights somewhere around here because they wouldn't see it anyway unless there's a lot of outposts there. So good job to everyone, GG's, and it's just a matter of being unlucky with the hole over here. That was pretty much unlucky for Cyber there, which may very well be the deciding factor of that game. So this is me, King, and we played a 3v3 Tom. This is a TAW game, and the map is Oasis. I forgot to tell that the map is Oasis, but you can tell anyway. A large patch of woodline and then a water in the center. That's Oasis for you. And I love playing games with other TAW members. They they're really good. They're really good as well, and they have a lot of ideas. They communicate well, so I'm glad being on this clan. And yeah, once again, this is King, and this is uh, my small breakdown of the game, my small analysis of this game, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.